Hey y'all, I'm Mademoiselle, and today we are going to talk about how to support yourself financially while moving or preparing to move abroad. If you are new to my channel, I focus on living a location independent lifestyle. And before we get into that, I have some things I want to share with you. I have resources available for those who are interested in moving abroad, and I think you should grab my Move Abroad Starter Kit, as that is the most essential thing that I have put together to help those start preparing for their move abroad journey. So make sure you get the Move Abroad Starter Kit, and please feel free to connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those places, Twitter even, still working on that. But feel free to connect with me on social media so you can get kind of like more of my day-to-day stuff on my living abroad experience. I moved to Jamaica in 2020 during the height of the pandemic, and I'm sharing my experiences. And really quickly, while I'm into it, today's video is sponsored by shop.mademoiselle.com. As you can see, I have these lovely threads here that you can grab in my store, which I will post below in the description. And I cannot forget, oh wait, I'm doing the whole shebang. Yes. Do not forget the Bougie Auntie International Society Tea. Okay, that is essential for my ladies. I love to live a free and flourishing lifestyle. Now, getting into what you came here for, these are some of the options. I'm going to give you some of the more traditional ones, and then I'm going to give you the options that I think are best. But most traditionally, typically prior to the digital nomad age, when people wanted to support themselves financially abroad, they would get a job abroad. So and I may not be the best person for this video because I'm not really a job person, but I'll get to the other things. Maybe not the best person to give you advice on a job. Of course, like, I work jobs and things, I know how to get them, but I trying to help people get away from that. But if you are, really, traditional in that sense, you want to have like a steady 9 to 5, and you want to support yourself financially abroad, you will get a job. Now, depending on where you're going, this may or may not work for you. Okay, if you are trying to live somewhere like in the Caribbean or in Jamaica like I am, or somewhere where jobs are kind of scarce, so I don't want to say scarce, but the people locally have a hard enough time trying to find employment, that might not necessarily be the route for you. Are there opportunities available? Yes. But they are far and few in between. And then you just want to kind of have respect, for the people. I wouldn't be comfortable going somewhere and taking up employment where I know I have access to other opportunities from somebody locally. There are some countries who want, people from certain, backgrounds, certain experiences to come in and take up employment. So you might want to search for international job boards and start there. Also, be mindful of the income. Be mindful of how much they're paying. If you are, accustomed to a certain amount of money, please be aware that the economics in other places may be a bit different. You may not get paid as much or nearly as much as you are or were, or you may get paid more depending on where you're going. I don't know. That is going to be determined on you, your background, your career field, your ambitions, and all of that stuff. So there's the traditional option for you if you are planning to move abroad. The next The next option is to see if your current employer will allow you to be based remotely. Now, people was being, slick and sneaky during the pandemic, and they was already, everybody went remote. They was already slipping outside of the country, working remotely. They was getting the VPNs and all that stuff. That might work to an extent, but for the most part, it's illegal. And not to kind of be fear mongering, but for tax reasons and stuff like that, companies have liabilities, and they would, have tax liabilities if they have employees that are based abroad and they don't have registration there. I guess it's some legalities to that, which is why like people was getting fired left and right, or they were getting penalized for working outside of the country. But your job, or wherever you work, you may be able to find a job that has jobs based in other countries. So you may want to take it up with your current employer, see if they have positions available abroad in countries you may be interested in going. That is an option. Make sure, if you go this route, again, you may have to beg and plead, but make sure you have the legalities are situated and straightened before you do that. That's the second option. Your third option is to quit that job and see if you can find a company or business that is like 100% remote and doesn't care where you are. They are 100% based remote. This would work, for a lot of companies that are already based like in other places, but they do want to hire like, people from certain places. That's also an option. Just go with a business or find a job that is 100% remote. Again, if you rely on that traditional 9-to-5 income. So you might want to search for fully remote jobs for U.S. income. Again, you might want to try some international job boards, but just search for, 100% remote companies or 100% remote positions. So again, you're not being strained and tied to a place or location you don't want to be. Just see if you can find something that's like, and they're out there. Like there are 100% remote companies. Like don't care where you're based at, completely virtual. So you might want to look into that. Your fourth option is to get them skills, the education, that training that you have, take those skills and transfer them online and become a independent contractor or a freelancer. I think this is the best option if you are somebody who likes to travel and live abroad. This is what I do, alongside with other things. But when you work as a freelancer or a contractor, you are not obligated to a company. You can do gig work, you can do contract employment that is for a certain amount of time. And again, you are not tied to their company, so you can be and go wherever you please. The same legalities aren't there if you were like a full-on employee of that company. So I say whatever skills you got, training, build yourself up as like an independent contractor or freelancer. Set up your LinkedIn, set up your own website, or you just want to position yourself as a freelance worker so you don't have to be tied to a particular company. And then you can take on as many clients or people as you want, as you feel fit or that you can manage, if you want to work that much. So if I think that's the best option if you are somebody who's trying to sustain yourself with online income, and travel and move abroad. You are not limited to a particular location. You get to take on as many clients or take on as many contracts as you want that you can manage. And you are not, penalized as much. Tax stuff you might have to deal with. I don't know. That's, between you and your income or however you have that set up. But I think that's the best option for those who are trying to be digital nomads or expats and just travel and live abroad, all that stuff. I think that is the best option. Now, if you, don't necessarily know how to do that, I do have a team member, a BERJ team member that's black expats and repats in Jamaica. She assists with this. She helps people set themselves up for online or remote employment. Her name is Latanzia, to be exact. I will post her information in the description. If you are serious and you are wanting somebody to help you, navigate this and show you what this looks like, connect with her to get you on your way. Now, if you don't feel like you have any skills, and you don't really, have anything that you can use to transfer online, learn some. Get you some new skills. There is a plethora of learning options on the internet. I have completed 4, would have been 5, but I got tired. 4 online professional certificates. Mine is based in digital marketing, e-commerce, all that type of stuff, because that's what I'm trying to grow my brand and all those things. That's what I focused on. But the platform that I use, Coursera, they have an extensive amount of career fields, and they have entry-level jobs for those looking to, again, transfer themselves to a remote position. You can use it to learn, to add to your resume, to make more money, maybe your job or whatever wants you to learn new skills. I don't know. They have so many things on there: engineering, IT, project management, science, art. I don't know. It's a very extensive platform, but they do offer professional certificates. They say it takes about, so some of them, it says it takes about 4 to 6 months to complete. It didn't take me that long because I had time and I was dedicated. I was like, I'm going to be done with this stuff by the end of 2022, December 2022. I'm done with all these courses. I got like 4 of them in about 3 or 4 months. So if you can be focused and dedicated, you can complete a professional certificate in about a month and save you some money too. I recommend going with the Coursera Plus because you have access to all the courses. You can play around and see what it is that you like or don't like. My light went out, but I hope it ain't too bad. All right, that's what I get for rambling. Anyways, learn some new skills if you don't have any. If you want to live abroad, like, your best option is to get online, get on the internet. And then, of course, you have the option to be self-employed in a new country. If you want to start a business, I have done that as well. Start a business locally based where you are. That is an option. Please be mindful that to legally earn income in another country, in most countries, you have to have certain permits, okay, in residency to do that. I assist with that. If you are needing help, you can book a move abroad guidance session with me. That will also be in the description, okay? But you will need to be set up legally to earn income in another country if you are not a resident, but that is also a option. So that's it. Those are the ways you can financially set yourself up financially when you are ready to move abroad. Again, please feel free to connect with me on social media at Mocha Mazelle. You can also grab my fly merch, my merchandise at shop.mochmazelle.com. And do not forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and let anyone you know who is interested in moving abroad about my channel and my Move Abroad starter kit. That is it. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.